Hi, in this short tutorial we will see how we can do a banana. So we can start in Blender. First, we don't need this cube, so we will delete the cube. I press delete on that. I press Shift A and we can introduce a cylinder here. I go to the parameter and I will change the radius to, we change the radius to 4 centimeters. And we will change that to 14 centimeters. We can change the orientation here. Okay, and we can zoom on that. I will reduce here the depth a little bit. We can reduce here the radius, so I will put less here like this, and we can reduce the number of the vertices like this. Okay, we will don't talk too much because we will move the vertices to make the shape of the banana. After, I will take a reference image, so I go to the right view and I will drag and drop the picture. Okay, when we have the picture, I can reduce the image, so I press S to scale a little bit the image here. Like this. Here we need to move some vertices to make the shape of the banana. So first I rename the object here and we will call that banana, like this. Okay. I go to the X-ray mode, I press tab and we can edit. We need some extrude, so I press Ctrl R here. First here and a second here. Ctrl R, escape. Okay, after we will move a little bit the vertices. So now you need some patience and you need to move some vertices. So I select this one, I press G and I move to the Z axis like this. Okay, we can scale a little bit to give the shape. I will repeat the same operation here, G, and I move and I scale a little bit like this. And we can do exactly the same here. So I press G, I rotate like this, and I press scale a little bit. And I can move here like this. We can select here, I press R to rotate a little bit, and we can scale a little bit like this. Okay. And I will do the same for the rest. Okay, as you know the command, I will do that really quickly. So we will see us just after when I do the scaling for every part here. Okay, when you have something like this, you can do some extrude. So I press E to extrude after select the vertices. So 3 commands that you must know is the G to move, to grab, S to scale, and R to rotate. And it's all the operation that we do for the modeling here. Okay, we can continue. I move, so I select the vertices here. I press E to extrude. I press S to scale. So here I do some extrude, some rotation. Don't worry, we will destroy a little bit that to be not to be clean like here, but it's just to give you an idea where we are going. Okay. So we need to reshape a little bit. So I press Ctrl R here. I press Escape. I do exactly the same here. And here also. And here also. After I select some vertices and I will do a scale to fit more with the design here. Okay, and last we can do some extrude here. So I take the vertices here, I do rotate like this, I press S to scale, I do extrude here, rotate like this, S to scale, okay, and we will do exactly the same for the end here. I will do another part here, so here like this. Okay, so we can take this, we can scale a little bit, and we can move like this. Okay, we take this one just to fill a little bit, and it's better like this. Okay, we have the banana, the shape, the modeling. Now we can go to the object mode, so I press Tab. I will exit from here for the toggle X-ray, so you can see we have the nice banana here. Now we will do some sculpting to destroy a little bit that. So I press Tab, I select all the part here, as you can see here. I will go again to the X-ray mode to go to the part here, and we can right click and subdivide. Okay, seems good. And we can do exactly the same operation here, right click, subdivide here. Okay, we can see that it's really nice here, and we can go to the sculpting mode. So I go here, and I will sculpt a little bit. So we can go here, change a little bit the silhouette here, and you can select also grab silhouette. It's really nice, so you can change a little bit to destroy a little bit to this thing. We can do the same operation here, and I will dry here. Yes, really good. After modify the shape of the banana, we can see that here. So I'm quite happy with the shape here. So we will stop the sculpting. So I recommend two options, the dry and also to grab the silhouette. So you can modify and also you can change the size. After when you are satisfied, we will go to the other part. It will be the texture paint. When it's done, we go to the texture paint. So I click here. And you can zoom a little bit here. As you can see, the first thing that we need to do is the UV editing. But first we will add a modifier on the banana. So I go to the object mode, add modifier, generate, and we can add the subdivision surface here. One is good, so I press right click and I press Shield Auto Smooth like this. Okay. We can go to the UV editing, and after I press new here, so we can create a new image for that in mode here. So I press Tab. After I select everything, I go to the UV and I will do the Smart UV object. unwrap. Okay. When it's done, you can go to the texture paint now. Okay. As you can see, we don't have material, so I create a new material. Here, new. After, when it's done, now we can do new here, new image, and we can change the color of the banana. So I change the front color here to something yellow. So I chose this color here, as you can see. And now we can go to the fill, and I can fill here. As you can see, it says missing texture. So we need to create a texture for that. So what I do, I go here to the base color, I go to the image texture, and I create a new one with new image. And now it's black. So now we can fill the banana here. Okay, now I take the brush, I will change to the green here. And we will do some modification here. So I go something more bigger, and as you can see, I will change the strength to not fill completely. So as you can see, it changed the color. It's too much, so I will reduce that to 0.25 for example, and I can reduce also the size here. We will do some part here that will be green. So you can change bigger here, for example, and we can take like this. Just small changes. Okay. And the part is more green, so I add more green part here. We can continue here. We just add some points also on the banana to make more that realistic. So I take the brush and I go here for the texture, and I will change the brush here to the texture. So I click here and I press new. After, we can change that to noise, and I will reduce the noise. So I go to the color, I go to the color ramp here, and you can just check it. I take the following part here to reduce the noise like this. So we will take that really something more small. I will change the color to something to a dark brown here, and we can reduce the strength to 0.5 or maybe less like this. So I press here and I click. And if I zoom, you see I add some detail here. So you see, really close, I will add some detail just like this. And I take some part here just to add some detail. It will make the things more realistic, as you can see here. After, I go here, I take the brush, and we can dry again. So I take the normal brush here. So I change of the tool here, and we can just remove the texture because we don't need that for the moment. And I will reduce the size of the brush here to something really small, maybe 20 we can try. and I do something like this. It's too strong, so I will put something more like this. Okay, I don't try to be perfect, it's just to do some dirty stuff here. I take the blur just after, and we can increase the size. As you can see, I try to make something here on the blur part, and I will move that like this just to fit more with the banana here. As you can see, we don't want something really perfect here. It's not the goal. So as you can see, we just put with the tool smear here a better shape here, and I do some blur to blur here a little bit like this. Very good. The next step, I will go to the brush again, the texture. I will create a new texture, and this time we will choose distorted noise, and I will change the color ramp here, and I will drag the part here. So I try to drag that on the right to have small pieces like this, and I will increase the size to something really big here, and I will do some stuff here. I can increase the strength here. Okay, and I will do exactly the same here. I will reduce here. You see, I will increase, sorry, and I will reduce the strength to something less here. Really nice. And after I will do more strength here. As you can see, you can change, and we can use the smear to do some stuff here. So I will reduce that like this. So it can take time, but here we do something to do something presentable here. For the queue of the banana, I will take this stuff here, and I will put something darker like here, and we can put the color. So I will remove that. We can increase the size, and I will paint the end, as you can see here. I will try to colorize a little bit, and after we can switch to the white. So I take this one and I move here. I reduce the strength, and I do something more like here, as you can see here, because we have some part white here. Of course, you can pass a lot of time here, but we will do just for the tutorial something really nice here. So we can a little bit change the color here to reduce something like this. Okay. And for the hue of the banana here, I will just change to something more darker here. More in the brown, but dark brown, really dark brown. And we can change the size here, like this. As you can see, you can do something like this, seems like. Here. And here for the final part, I will take something green. more in this green but more darker like this, and I will do the string here so I can reduce like this, so I can blend a little bit here, and I will increase a little bit like here to have a sort of change here. Okay, and after we can put the tool here to a little bit change the color, as you can see here. For my opinion, it's a little bit too bright, so what I will do, I will change the color here, too dark, sorry, so I will do something more lighter here, and we can increase the size here. So yeah, so this is much better here, and I will reduce that to something like this, and I will change the size here, and we can a little bit do like this to mix the color better here. So I try to mix like this to reduce the stuff here. This is much better. So you can spend a lot of time to do that, but here I'm quite happy with the result here. Okay, and that's it for the tutorial. See you for next tutorial. Bye.